Malawi on board.
What it do? What it does, people? How are you today? Just one day away from the big day. Hello, Vanessa Nala. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing today, Ovi?
I'm on point. I'm on 100. I'm on 100. 100.
Hey, what is 100? I would love to know what that means.
Hey, MP,
What
I'm
do you
100.
mean?
I'm 100. 100. How are you, MP? Are you 100? Are you 100?
Mandanda. That's what I heard.
You're
Hey,
trash.
I say you're trash. I say you're trash.
The shift was real there.
One time, are you 100?
Too real.
Are you 100? Are you 100?
Yo, I'm 1,000, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I say you gotta be. You
Wow,
gotta be
one Tally
1,000.
building with the dad jokes, of
You know,
course.
say, because you know it's
Yeah,
so fast.
boy.
How's that a dad joke? If that's a
Oh,
dad
that is
joke,
dad joke. And you know it.
if that's a dad joke, you got a cool dad, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe it's trendy. You know what I mean?
I bet because it's pants so swag and things like that. I say, guys, you know, today I just want to say 100 because you know tomorrow is the big day. Just want to put it out there. That's why I'm 100
tomorrow.
You know, tomorrow, guys, you forget yourself. Tomorrow we're celebrating 1 year of this thing, man, of this entertaining, of these lovely people that we've been interacting with for a full year with 5Roundz podcast. It's tomorrow. It's the big day, boys. It's a celebration. So I just want to put it out there. But anyway, how's everybody? I hope everybody's doing good. For the likes of us, we're enjoying the sun. It's just coming back in. But anyway, I'll go straight to what we're talking about. Guys, today we've got another fantastic episode with 5Roundz. As you can see, we're talking about something that I think everybody has an experience, either be family or friends that have gone through something like this. But the surprising part about it is that I wanted to go into is why is it happening so much? It's with no further ado, as you see the question, why is divorce rate so high? Now, in recent, why is divorce rate so high?
Are you sure that's the name of the topic, man?
No. I'm not talking about. No, the topic is. Hey. Okay.
Cut you off there, hey?
Hey, you can't hit me up like that.
What's the name of the topic, Ovi?
Name of the topic is why do people divorce?
Finally.
Yeah, no, the name of the topic is why do people divorce?
Get divorced, Toby?
Yeah, why do people get divorced? That's the name of the topic.
Well,
but I'm trying to say is the reason why
this guy. Why do people get divorced, man? Or why are people getting divorced?
Yeah.
Well, potato.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Oh, it's too early. It's too early.
Happy Friday,
No.
So today we're talking about why people get divorced. Why people getting divorced? Yeah.
Why? Yeah. See, like, first and foremost, before we go into that, right? I just want to describe what I feel, what I think it is. All right, real quick, in this small word. For a divorce to happen, people have to be married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first definition that I want to throw out there is, I don't know, you might have your own explanation. MP Nala, one time you have your own definition for it. Marriage. Me personally, marriage, I think it's a companion of two people who have agreed and have taken an oath, pretty much. Right? That's for me. That's not from dictionary or whatever. I've taken an oath to say you and me are going to be together, as they say at the altar, that with sickness, pain or whatever, we're going to be together. We're going to stand by each other. We're going to help each other. If you're in problem, I'm in problem. If I'm in problems, you're in problem. That's why I define marriage. Right? I don't know if anyone wants to add on to that. There, no.
No, but which was spot on.
It's better. Yeah.
Spot on,
So
man. Spot on.
the reason why I wanted to define that so that we know before we go to the divorce, we should know that people divorce because they're married. I don't want to go into the thought of people saying, okay, no, boyfriend and girlfriend, or they're no longer together. No, we're talking about divorce. These people that were out there and they took an oath to say that no matter what happens, you and me gonna be together. We ain't gonna die. We're gonna die together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was my definition. So
To get into the discussion.
into the first question that I want to ask, at the top of the head, I would want maybe one Tally. What are your thoughts? Okay, then Nala, you follow by, and then MP. To you as a person, when you hear divorce, right? Divorce, you've been around it, you've seen people divorce. What do you think were the factors that caused these people to divorce?
Are you talking about divorce on a legal kind of term where you have to go through lawyers, blah blah blah, or just people separating? Which one are we talking?
Different though.
Well, that's different. You just said separating. You just literally said
divorce is the legal term, isn't it? It's the legal term of separation. So
he just said separating and divorce. Like, you know what I mean? The word is in there. Separation, divorce. You know what I mean?
Because you didn't really define divorce in that situation.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out what you're actually trying to say there.
Okay, divorce in this case, we're talking about people who are married and then they go through all their legal terms to say that, okay, me and this person are done with divorce. We sign our papers to say, okay, you go do your own life, I go out and do my own life. Legally divorced. So you can't be divorced when you're separated. You can't be separated and say we're divorced. No, that's a separation. So as the moment you say divorce, it means you've gone through legal terms.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Continue.
So as I said, we're going to start with you, one Tally.
Yes, sir.
Out of your list, what do you think? If you come up with something, what would you say would be some of the factors that you think to people you've experienced, or maybe I don't know if you've read it or whatever, you think that would be the reason why people divorce, the factors that lead to people say, all right, I want to divorce, and it happens.
So you look, I think we have to be a little bit clear on this one, right? I think what we're trying to tackle here is the fact that I guess it's a bit more of a popular discussion now. Divorce is a bit more of an acceptable option, So I think the question here, the key question you're asking is what I think are the contributing factors to the high divorce rate. So why all of a sudden this is just it's the talk of everything, entertainment, whatever it is, everywhere you hear about this, One of the contributing factors is, I guess, for me, I would say times have changed, right? The dynamics of relationships have changed, So, I mean, back then, when women weren't allowed to vote, when women weren't allowed to work or earn a living and had a sole role of being the housewife, I think it was a bit more of a defined role. And a woman saw a man as a source of income, security, and all these things, right? But in this day and age, a woman can just see a man as a source of reproduction, source of children. That's it. You know what I mean? Just hear me out here.
Okay.
So, with the independence of women and, women getting jobs and all these things, the dynamic of a relationship has changed. What a man would probably get away with back in the day is not something they get away with today. You know what I mean? Have we adapted to these dynamics? I don't think so. Hence we see a lot of people taking this option, because I think back in the day, a woman, normally you'd hear this story like, oh, this man is cheating, but I won't leave him because he brings the money, he brings the bread. I can't go back to my parents and depend on my parents. This guy brings the bread. We're invested in this future. I don't necessarily bring the financial side of it. So I think that's one of them, because that's changed. A woman is now able to, branch out of it if she's feeling pain or whatever, and find comfort in somebody else and live, independently. That's one of the factors, I think. But I can leave the rest to the guys as well to contribute. There are a few dramatic ones, definitely. Definitely.
So as you want, you put it in your context, is because of the pretty much. Can I say? Did you use the word equality as well? Yeah, for the fact of equality, or is different way?
No. I think
Change,
women
yeah.
empowerment. You know, women
Okay,
empowerment.
women empowerment. So women
Has-
empowerment
Yeah,
has
it's changed.
also
I think-
contributed.
Yeah, like the way Wantali said, the dynamics of relationships have changed. Women are more empowered. Women back in the day would just watch their husbands do a lot of ish behind their backs and they will just stay. But these days, women are empowered and they will move on. They will not sit there and let a man walk all over them because now it's a more independent lifestyle. Women are able to be on their own, they're able to raise kids on their own, so they don't see the need of being in a relationship that is not happy. So I think that's one of the contributing factors, and then as well as infidelity and not being able to pretty much understand each other's views and not having the understanding that the next person is different and they have their own different views and they see life in a different way. Okay, so I think that's one of the contributing factors to people breaking up these days is the fact that they don't understand that the next person is also allowed to have those views and the next person is also allowed to feel certain feelings towards certain situations. So that's one of, I feel like, is the contributing factors.
But I'll just hear me out. I'm not saying it's wrong, but then do you think at a certain point, do you think the fact that all right now there's women empowerment? Can you also say at some point that okay, at certain situations a woman would be divorced, like the way we say trigger happy, or divorce happy? You know what I mean?
Ovi, I don't like. I think we've discussed this before. Where women will stay in a relationship till the very end, and then they will walk away once they know that there's nothing else I'm getting from this relationship or this marriage. They will try their best to make it work. They will try. They'll go back and forth. They will change up things. They will make sure to try and But then if that relationship is not working for them, it's not serving them, then they will go. There's no trigger happy that, oh yeah, you know what, I'm not happy, or we argued yesterday, the day before yesterday, I'm done with this relationship, I'm out.
Okay.
No. For a woman to go to a point of saying that, you know what, I am done with this marriage, it's after a lot of praying, after a lot of crying, a lot of contemplating,
blood, sweat, and tears.
But let's not confuse this conversation to say that women are the ones that hold on to a relationship for so long more than men. Don't put it that way.
No, I'm not putting it that way. But then Ovi said that our women trigger happy, so I was just replying to what he was asking.
Because I was just asking. My point was just trying to find it. Can we also say that because of that, and now women are like, oh, trigger happy. All right, you done this. All right, we done. We are done,
All right, let me just check. Let me just jump in the comments real quick. We do have a few people in the comments. So we've got 100% True saying nada cute though. Someone's got an admirer. Jeez. All right. Then we got True City Fan saying, look, it takes 5 years to divorce in Ireland. It's cheaper to stay together or just separate without courts involved. So an out-of-court settlement. I don't know what your point is there, Patrick, though. Then we've got Tasha. Welcome, Tasha.
Hey, Tasha.
Um,
And he says, why is Pat so quiet? And she goes, women are woke now. Absolutely. Bloom says, personally, I agree. Times have changed. And with that has come an awareness in women for their need of an emotionally mature man, a man that understands that he's a creature of desire. But cheating is a concise choice.
Yeah. Conscious choice.
Conscious choice.
Whoa. God,
hey, there's two words. It's concise and conscious, isn't it?
Oh, God damn, bro.
Ain't no
all right.
Hey, calm down. Okay. Patrick.
Clip.
That's the guy from the land of English, anyway. Go on.
Clip.
True City Fan says back in the day. Back in the day. In fact, Yeah, back in the days, religion was so powerful. People believed getting divorced was a sin or a wrong. Plus, the culture was also different. These days, none of these two things have an influence anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with that one. Religion's still
I
here.
kind of, yeah, I kind of disagree with that as well, because
What's that?
even African cultures,
Yeah.
it's
Still,
rare.
it's still a problem to divorce,
Yeah.
but it's people are still divorcing. I don't think that is it. You know, religion's been here for thousands of years. It's just that divorces have gone. It's not like religion's disappeared. You know, people still go to church. People still believe in God. So I don't think that is. Yeah, no.
I agree with him a little bit because like it was my it was
Oh
it was my
no,
Yes, you
no.
are. Yes, you are. You're
FB's
looking out for
looking
the
out for the
man.
men. True City fans, has clip that, please. Oh,
I'm,
shut up.
I'm clipping that. Don't worry. I am clipping that.
Whack.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Clip.
Yeah,
MP,
Yeah.
what's your take? What's your take before
Um,
anything else?
I would say something to do with income, right? In the conversation of income, these things do lead to a certain break in a relationship because let's be honest, this is it's a very painful conversation when you think about it, because when you say we contribute to the table, what do you have both to contribute to the table, right? And in the second situation is that the woman does a lot to contribute to a family, right? But then when a man takes up that kind of sacrifice to say, I'm going to take care of this until you get better, there are some points where a woman can stretch herself to educate herself and get to the next level, right? And then the man will see that the woman has progressed over in life and she's doing great in her career and everything. And he sits back and says, I didn't get a thank you. I'm not getting the same treatment I used to get before when I was actually sacrificing for you to be in this position. So the point that people get to say they feel neglected in the relationship, and they feel like I'm losing out on everything that I put forward. And then you think about the sacrifice of like you put so much and you get so little in the end. That's where people start overthinking in the situation and they lose out and they decide, you know what, I'm just gonna have it my way and not be in the other situation, because there is a strong conversation in what you sacrifice and put to the table and how long are you going to be willing to sacrifice for that. Because
Okay.
when you look at
Wait.
I think MP, let me stop you there. A woman can a woman can hold another life for 9 months. Yeah,
Thank
a
you.
man cannot. Okay.
Cannot do that.
I don't think if any man in a marriage sits there and says, "What do you bring to the table?" Bro, she's bringing you children to start with, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like a legacy.
Thank
Without
you.
her,
Thank
ain't no
you.
legacy,
Preach.
right? So this business of let's get even, that's not what a marriage is about. Again, I think you've touched on the right point. But
the conversation, the conversation is people don't have these painful conversations to say, I can bring this. What do you bring, right? Because some people base it on, I sacrifice this a lot. It's not everyone thinks in the same realm,
Okay.
Not everyone is in the same same path.
Terry, can I just ask you?
Yes.
Wait, MP, you saying that the person in the relationship feels like they sacrificed a lot and they feel like they're not getting certain things back?
Yes, there's those situations because not everyone has the same experience. You might have an experience where you yourself and your hubby are working together. He sacrifices to say you do your education or you do whatever your business or whatever and stuff, right? You get it right and you're both happy. Some people find a way to say that they feel that the person's putting so much time into a certain thing and they forget to say, give a little thank you to that person that really put all that sacrifice all together. These things fall apart and people don't really see them.
But do they also say thank you for everything you're doing? Thank you for birthing my kids. Thank you for looking after my kids. Thank you.
Don't attack me. Don't attack me.
No, I'm not attacking you. I'm just literally asking you a question because it goes both ways, does it not?
Let me just read this real quick because there are people on MP's side. All right. So people are saying, look, can I say you are both right? Okay. That's Bloom. What up, Bloom? And then we got Tasha saying, look, but MP's right though. When some people don't feel appreciated, they start kukumba. So yeah, you know what? You know what? Yeah. Look, Tasha, you're right to a sense, but again, I think we're going, maybe we're looking at this in a way that we would want to see things, maybe. Do you know what I mean? But one would like to think by the time you have reached the altar,
Thank you.
you already know what that person's bringing. You
No,
already know what you are providing.
no, fam.
That's
You
why I
know
said,
what?
that's MP. That's why I said maybe because we think that's how it should be. That made sense, right? Because there are so many things, so many steps, so many tests that you have to go through to get married. Of course, guaranteed some people have shotgun weddings, get married at a strip club, whatever. Yeah. But we're talking about the normal people here, right? The people that
Have been
The
in a
normal
relationship
people, the normal
for
people
5
that have
years.
a planned marriage, the normal people
Sorry?
that, like, coming from a background somewhere that they weren't educated. Now they're educated. Now they're thinking, you know what? I need to excel to a certain level. There's so many different situations in this life path, So there's always somewhere that one might get it right, one might not. So that kind of stuff kind of leads to, a fall or a rise to a situation.
I feel like it depends on the character, right? It depends on the character of a person, right? There's, as you know, in this world, there are people who are self-centered, people that are selfless, people that are what. You can't just drive that to say men will feel a certain way if a woman goes and does something for herself that's good enough for a man to feel jealous, and then they'll turn around and say, "Why? Where's my gratitude?" I don't think all men do that. It's a very misrepresented point, if you ask me. Now, if we go back to the what do you bring to the relationship, right? This one normally comes from pettiness. It comes from a place where when you're already there, you're almost breaking up anyway, and you're there like, what the hell did you bring into this? I've got all these houses and whatnot. Do you know what I mean?
And,
But
I buy boxes.
That also
or the
reminds me.
resultant. Is that what happens when you are breaking up? You're already there. I think when you're there, it's very common for people to go, "Oh, I contributed A, B, C, D. I did this. I did. What did you bring to the table?" Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
And Tally, to an extent as well, when you're about to get into a marriage, to an extent, you know who you're marrying. You know that this person is
No.
You know that no.
Okay.
Wait, let me land. You know that this person is selfish. You know that this person is childish. You know that this person has got short temper. You know who you're getting married to. To an extent, you know who you're getting married to.
For my corner, that was a crash landing.
To an extent. To an extent. Am I lying though?
Okay, look.
Can I just say this? Say this? I was talking about the man part, sacrificing all that. That's right. There is a situation in a relationship that, you both want something really big for each other to say, you know what, I want to go on those holidays. I want, us to live in a certain neighborhood. I want this and that, right? One of you would decide, you know what, I am going to work hard and I'm going to put in my energy so that I can pull us to the next level while you take care of the other stuff. That's where, for example, in a relationship that you're married, you have the tax department. They say, oh, one's married. Oh, they're both married and one can take up the tax burden and the other cannot. So you're sacrificing all those conversations in that way. And when one is working so hard to say, I'm going to spend, my nights in the office and you stay at home, the other person will feel like, you're not spending time with them. They will feel like you're not putting in too much.
So
I think in the first place, if two are gonna be married and you talk about finances, I think in general, if two will say I'm married, the moment you start talking finances, say, okay, who's this, who's that, I think you two better not be together.
No, but that's important.
Yes, exactly.
No, it isn't. No,
it's important.
Yeah, bro, you're capping, bro. Sorry.
But then, first of all, right? You're saying that there's one of the people in the relationship has to go to work, and the next person is gonna be complaining, "Oh, you're not spending time with me," la 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 la. But then, at the end of the day, if both of you have the same goal and both of you know what it is that you want, that's not going to happen.
Some people just some
that's
people
very,
just
again.
Yeah, sorry there.
Again, you see, you've got one side of things, Nala's got another side of things. She's describing a relationship that is based on the same goal, same vision and whatnot, right? But we know that people get married for different reasons, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
So what MP said is not exactly wrong, but I think it's more of a resultant, because you actually went on to mention the cause of it. When something changes in your relationship, for example, somebody's going to, I guess, pursue their career when at the time you needed to concentrate on family. that can cause problems, right? And then it could end up being the result of, hey, but what did you bring? You spend all this time going to do this. Do you know what I mean? You didn't really do much for the family. That's the result of what has happened, you know? So you've got a point, but I feel like it also depends on the dynamics of the relationship. If it was the one Nala described, that should not be happening. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, because if you have a goal, let's say you guys have a goal, you know what? In 2 years' time, we're going to buy a house. Okay? 2 years' time, we're going to buy a house. Okay, cool. You're going to be going to work. I'll be looking after the kids. Why would I be so upset that you're spending all this time at work making money so that we can buy a house for our children to live in?
I guess some people just lose focus. You know, the reality is that it's not always candy and sugar and all that stuff in a relationship. Some nights are not better than the other.
Then you should be married.
Okay, let me. If I may ask, okay, guys, okay, all this you're giving these examples and all that. If I may ask, I'm not. Take me if I'm trying to be cold. Where are you basing them from? Are you basing them from seeing friends, family, or what's up, or what do you do?
Well, I've seen mine on a personal level.
Okay.
I've seen mine on a personal level and family, seeing that, you know, there is those kind of situations that you have someone else explaining to say, you know what, you know, the dad just flew over to, you know, overseas. He flew overseas and then he started his education there. All of a sudden, he's got so busy that he doesn't even make calls and stuff like that. And the conversation starts sparking up to say, the woman says, oh, what's going on? And then all of that starts cooking up, and then boom, you know, you don't care about me anymore. You're not focusing on our family. You're just focusing on yourself, blah, blah, blah. That's the kind of conversation that I've heard. Like,
yeah, because I just wanted to understand on that, you know, that point, because you could be probably basing it on movies. You know, you watched some flick last night. You watched some flick last night. No, the reason I'm trying to say this is because, like, you're talking to the guru. You know what I mean? Like, this is the guru of this stuff. Like, you know.
Yeah, why? You've been married?
Nah, this is HD 4K.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
You're an idiot, man. Sorry, guys.
Continue.
Oh my God.
Just trying to understand, you know, because I want valid points here. You know, I don't want people coming out here they're watching a freak last night on Netflix and they're like, yeah, I think that makes sense.
In your situation, being the guru, what do you think are the factors that, you know, contribute to all that?
Okay, guys, because you guys gave your point. Me, I think, guys, I'm a drop in some certain 3 facts that are based on I've seen, I've read about it, and I know them as well. You know, I'll put it like this, right? I think one would be people between each other lose love. All right, it can happen. It does happen. You lose love. When I say love, it's very hard. I don't know how I can explain love, but the simplest way I can say is I'm a die for mine. That's love. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's clear enough, but it's very hard for me to explain.
Can you translate that?
Wait. I'm trying to wait for him to land, and then I'll go.
Yeah, you got. That's cool. People have got love definition to every human being is in a different scenario. Everybody has it in a different way. Everyone has their own explanation. Say, well, I love someone because blah 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 blah. When you lose that thing that you love someone, I think it's the only thing that can also lead to people to say, all right, I really want to divorce this person. Okay. Now, love is the feeling. The other one I jumped to, I would say, is about. It sounds similar. But it's something that I've seen somewhere, and it's something that I've also thought about, right? You lose interest in people. So liking someone. Okay, when I say liking someone, guys, I want to explain it, okay? I want to explain it, okay?
Okay, all right, okay.
Imagine when you're with someone else and perhaps something that they're doing with you is becoming boring, and you don't spend more time with them anymore, okay? You'd rather spend like you give an example. Let's say you said about work. Let's say you have no, wait. No, I'm not saying about you, but I'm just saying. Let's say you're working a lot and you've forgotten the time you spend with your partner. For example, if they had to give you a timer to say, okay, brah, how many times in your life with your partner do you talk about a normal conversation? Not anything to do with what you're doing on a daily basis
Yeah.
or like business. But when was the last time? With time, it comes to the point where you've never had a 3-hour conversation of just chatting about things. It's rather than maybe you're talking about
You might.
who's gonna pay you? What are the bills or what's up with the kids? But like a
You
normal
might.
conversation.
Yeah.
If you had to
might be
calculate,
right. Yeah, you might be right. Continue.
all right.
Ovi.
The third one.
Yes.
The third one is.
The third one as well, that I feel that one I think is, me personally, I take that too much into consideration. I think people lose respect for each other.
So it's love like respect.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Respect. When I say respect, guys, I mean like your partner can do. Instead, when they do something that you don't like, instead of trying to talk about it, you paint them to be like they're shite. Okay, I think that's like for I'm trying to find an example to say that, okay, maybe if they've got a certain habit that you don't like, instead of saying that, babe, this habit is bad or not this bad, but trying to talk about it, you try to just put them down that you're useless. What type of person are you? Or things like that. That's like throwing them like like eels. That kind of stuff. Hey,
Listen, Ovi, hold on a minute. I just need to show some love to the guys in the comments. We're ignoring them too much, man. Guys, what do you think are the common factors, man, that are causing the divorces these days, man? Let us know, guys. Maybe we're just talking rubbish. Let us know in the comments. But, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. If you're new, man, you definitely do not want to miss what is coming next. I'm just gonna hit the comments real quick. So where were we? So True City fan said, MP, you bring sperm too, stand your ground. Yeah. Tasha says, Tasha says, but MP is right though. Some people don't feel appreciated. Oh yeah, okay, I read that one actually. Right. True City fan says, moment of silence for our bro MP. Okay, now is just switch sides. Bloom says, bottom line is, if a man sacrifices for a girl, she will not understand the depth of his sacrifice, and so can never appreciate it. Same way, if a woman sacrifices for a boy, he cannot appreciate what. Yeah. Look, I don't think it's a necessarily sacrifice. It's just point. So men, yeah, some men, not all men, some men are one of the most underrated achievers of a family. Yeah, like they're underappreciated, but they just carry on and do their job. Obviously, there's some weak ass dudes that just want to be appreciated for lifting a spoon.
I think you missed that. You missed what she said.
Okay,
you should read that again. Men and boys, we're girls and women. You missed it.
All right. So she fired shots at men, yeah? She's firing shots at...
You're firing shots now.
Read that comment again.
The difference between a man and a boy.
Yes, that's what she's trying to tell you. There's a difference between a man. A man will sacrifice, okay?
And he doesn't complain.
No.
Girl.
She's trying to say that if a man sacrifices for a girl, she will not appreciate that. But if a man sacrifices for a woman, she'll understand that sacrifice. Do you understand? The same way, if a woman sacrifices for a man, he will understand that. But if a woman sacrifices for a boy, then you're wasting your time.
You're going nosedive.
I'm a BB boy. I'm an island boy.
Okay, so Tasha says there's always that if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. Yeah, again, this is a result. Or I guess it could be a contributing factor, but is it a cause though? I don't know. Bloom says it's beyond
Hey.
the comprehension. I was reading comprehension. You guys.
Jesus!
Oh my God.
Beyond.
Oh my God.
My enemies are here today. My enemies, guys. Yeah?
You got it.
Beyond.
If you don't get it, forget
Oh.
My enemies. Right. So Bloom says it's beyond the comprehension of her perception. Bloom, are you trying to get me to mix my words here? Huh? You're both
Oh
right.
my God.
Um,
Oh my God.
Bloom says, yes, Wantali, it's very subjective. This situation is. Yeah, absolutely. True City fans says, can't lie. This brother lost me. I was on his side, okay? Bloom says there are no sides. And Tasha goes, I'm with MP on this one. And I actually know someone who went through this. It can happen. It can happen with both men and women. True City fan says, Nala is right. Know who you marry. People who act as if they never knew are straight capping or straight just blind. Got 100 from Bloom. Yeah. 100 Bloom. Come on now. I don't know what that 100 is. Yeah. Keep it simple. Right. We got True City fan saying, look, why is Oviedo holding a pen? I don't know. Maybe he's like a marriage counselor or something. And Bloom says, I'm going. Bloom says he's copying notes.
My boy, she's old.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So she said, this is all you right now. And then, I'll skip the rest. Let's see. We've got laughs. And then Bloom says, throwing pearls to pigs syndrome, Daddy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh yeah, she was correcting me here. A man, not a boy. Your enemies are behind. Okay, behind. Okay.
Oh.
Village people are out here to get my. Yes, they are. They are out here to get one time today.
People are after you. Your enemies are after you.
Do me a favor, please.
Huh?
Get out of here.
Get out of here, man. Shit, man.
Okay. I wanted to just ramp up the conversation.
You guys are ridiculous.
We've touched the soft bits of why people get divorced. I think there's two big things, I think, with COVID and also with the way technology has advanced, right? So I think a lot of relationships have been quite remote with COVID. So, for example, if you're getting to know someone and you marry them, you're probably getting to know them from afar. It's unnatural, unlike how you would get to know someone in a normal circumstance where you go out to dinner, you learn their mannerisms and whatnot, and then you go from that stage of talking to each other over text, online, or whatever it is, to okay, let's move in together. But you don't really know the person you're talking to because you only know them when they've got their phone on them or when they're coming to see you, because they're that's the version the person that comes and sees you and goes. You don't know the person that spends all day with you, all night with you, and all these things, right? So with this COVID thing, the whole separation thing as well, it probably didn't help the situation because you can't go from a happy couple to a married couple living remotely, and then you're married and living together and you're seeing each other every day. Going from seeing each other every week, it's also a big problem. I think COVID also has contributed to that. The other one, I'm going to go straight with it. Like what we've got today with the Instagram, the models out here, the people that are trying to tell us how women should look.
The way those women taking pictures like that while looking backwards.
One,
kind of stuff.
I think, let me put it in general. Temptation is too high now,
It's too high.
Too high. It's too easy, to access these things or to visualize this or to see these things, because we forget that we are human beings. Yeah, we are human beings. We have our flaws. But I think the fact that we have these women that are out here painting the picture of the perfect woman, and say you've been in a marriage and you're thinking, I think I got the wrong end of the stick. You know what I mean? There's 20% here. I'm serious. This is what temptation. Because if any man says, "Oh, they never get tempted," that's not true. Men get tempted. Do you know what I mean? And having this readily available, or people that maybe might even talk to you directly, it's a bit scary. It's a little bit scary. Also, with COVID comes financial issues, right? Now, from a country like Malawi, where I come from, where people are poorer than poor, beyond poverty lines, you know, we still, even though there's women empowerment, right? Women are still not earning as much as men are earning, or haven't reached the point to be independent yet. Do you know what I mean? And still believe that, oh, for me to be secure, I have to be with someone. So there's some women that
security,
are settling to be with people who are married because they're financially secure. They don't want the boy, like Bloom said. They don't want the boy. They want the man, the one that's already married.
Yeah, the man, the guy that's gonna buy. Yeah, he's gonna buy. He's gonna look after her. He's gonna buy a house.
No, I'm gonna.
But I
stop you
should
there.
say this. Yeah.
Not even half of them. Most of the women that are doing this, it's not
You
about
want to marry the old man?
not getting married to old men, but having relations.
Guys,
with
getting
old men
married to an old man is not wrong. That's not wrong for us.
With blessings.
What are you trying to say about we old guys?
I don't think it has anything to do with.
All right, Jesus.
I don't think it has anything to. Yes, it has to an extent. It has to do with the trying to be financially stable. But what we've seen so far is that these women, these girls, all they want to do is flex on the gram. Oh yeah, I've got money and all this. It has nothing to do with, oh, I'm coming from a poor background. I need money to go to school. I need money for this and that. It's pretty much to do with
the easy way out, basically.
Yes.
Okay. And this, you see, I guess to come to the point, I'm not saying that these women are part of the cause. So, you know, turning somebody's head who is in a marriage readily available, of course, the responsibility mostly lies on the married person. But again, it takes two to tango here. You know what I mean? If somebody knows that you're with a married man, you're enabling that person. You know, you're enabling the behavior. So for me, I feel like those people are also the cause. You know, it's way too easy. If I go and take a picture of me in a nice car, I bet you I'll get some DMs. Or if I have a ring on and take a picture of a nice car, bet you I'll get some DMs. Bet you. You know what I mean?
Nah, I doubt that.
Okay.
Damn, Ovi. You've got jokes today.
Man.
I then told you guys I'm on fire. I'm celebrating my birthday. I always celebrate our birthday, guys. So I'm on fire. Don't stop me.
You know what? There's some fire comments, man. Coming. You know, I'm Bloom here saying it's a Birkin pandemic. For those who know, will know. Birkin bags and that. Pasha said COVID was really brutal to a lot of relationships. It either brought people closer together or broke them completely. If your relationship survived, thank God, because that 2 years wasn't a joke. People were forced to have hard conversations. Correct, 100%, man.
And just to add on that, right? Just to add on that, when the pandemic hit, okay, people in relationships, but because of busy lifestyles and whatnot, people did not sit in one room and saw what the next person was like. So the moment they were forced to do that, they were like, hey, Jesus.
Yeah, it was like that's true.
Oh my God. Yeah, you get what I mean? So I feel like it was, to an extent, it was a good thing. To an extent, it was a good thing because at the end of the day, God removed the person that was not meant to be in your life. You get what I mean?
No, that's true.
It was just a matter of time for that person to just, you know, it was gonna happen either way at some point.
Those time you wake up, you look at Bay like, Bay, you like pineapples? Bananas? No. Mangoes? Because you had nothing else to talk about, you know. And I've been through that. And
I'm sorry. You can't, if you don't have anything to talk about with your girl, bro, come on now.
Irish No,
that was a good one.
No, because you talk about all the stories and then you're like, yeah, how about pineapples? You like pineapples, bananas, no oranges? All right, cool.
No, that's why they say that relationships are hard work. That's why they say relationships are hard work. You put in the work. You go out, you try and do things that you rarely do, just to, you know, spice it up a little bit. because you
Okay.
can't just sit there and just have conversation about pineapple.
All right. So rest of the comments here. Tasha says,
I just seen their one comment there. Very interesting comment. So
who is it?
100% true. Starts off to say, why is the dude not reading our comments? This stream is trash. Thank you very much for being on. But
Thank you.
You've watched throughout until this very hour. We appreciate your presence here.
We like
We like the love.
I love you, biggie man. Yeah.
Love
I want to say that he's here for Nala. We appreciate Nala. You got support there, as well as goes on to say Mpaso struggles to talk intelligently. Woo! That's a tough one.
All right. Hold on a minute. Let me just finish that.
Then he don't know you.
Let me finish Tasha's comment here. Nala is on point. It's always for useless things like weaves for social media and soap and zero. So Tasha's talking about the slave queens here, trying to, or what do you call them, the cradle snatchers, or
slave queens.
What?
Slave queens.
Home wreckers.
Slave queens is right.
Okay. The people that try and break relationships. So
Ted Wheelers.
Oh my gosh. We got a question here from Kondani. Says, look, are you all in relationships? Sorry, missed the first part. What's the relevance? here? And then he says, and do you live with your partners or different households? Haha. Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Is it a good question? Is it? Actually, you can actually segue into that question. Remember the living with partners question that yeah, you could segue into that, Ovi. So where is it?
Okay. As he's talked about it there, the simple question, straightforward, it is what it is,
Wow. You're right.
Do you think
he didn't understand the assignment?
No, listen, the assignment, I understand it. Do you think like one of the main big factors is of the high divorce rate is because of people living together, partners living together before they get married? You know what I mean? So if they live with each other before they get married, is the reason that can also put it up out there, Is that my assignment, yeah?
No,
What?
Ovida, what's wrong? What's happening?
Help this young man.
Right.
Help him.
I think the question was along the lines of, do you think moving in together too soon, so living together too soon, could be the cause of a divorce? I think that was the question, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that was the question. So do you think living together too soon could be a cause of a divorce? We have, oh my goodness. So people are saying, Ovi, you need to go to bed, bro. You need to go to bed, Ovi.
I think picking it up on that conversation to say, moving in too early together and starting off a life together, there's a good and bad side to it. One, you're more of, getting to know, learn about your partner. Secondly, you're actually building up a recipe for disaster because, sometimes you just need to grow on your own first and then mature in your own way. And then you can live together with that person. If you can live with that person, let's say for the weekend, that's fine, having your family and everything around that person. But if you're going to live with that person right away and say, you know what, we'll get married in the next, I don't know how many years, it will boil out to something really heavy. And you might fall out so soon than expected,
All right.
Yeah, some guy just said he likes my pen because I'm taking notes. Like I make sure things are in order,
I hope you're holding it the right way as well.
Yeah.
Hope you're holding it the right way as well. It's just
I'm not like Nala holds a pen like that.
How do you know?
Shots fired.
How do you know? How do you know, bro?
I went to high school with you.
You and I have never been in the same. You and I have never been in the same class. Get out of here.
We've been in the same school.
We've never been in the same class, though. Get out of here.
Yeah, but I see you when you're writing names.
right. So Tasha says it's 50-50 because you get to learn about your partner, or you could get bored. You know, so it's 50-50. This moving. So this moving in with people. You know. Yeah.
But can I ask though, how is it that our parents back in the day were able to do this? You know, they waited before they could move in together. Yeah, like they got married, okay? Got married and they moved in together, and most of those relationships lasted. But then now it's like when you move in together, you live together, you learn your partner, you know what they're about, and you guys are less like you guys are more likely to break up after you get married. And actually most of them don't even go as far as getting married.
Yeah, because I was gonna add to that. Like before, I remember back in the days, people wouldn't live together until they were married. You have to be married to live together. So and I mean, like it was a bit of that something new, which lasted longer. You know what I mean? Because you like someone you've never been under the same
Bloom
roof
is
with.
right.
Wait, Ovi, wait.
No, but Bloom is right to an extent.
Bloom,
she is right.
Bloom says it's because our parents were interested in more than other panties. I'll tell you now, more than each other's panties. I'll tell you now, Bloom, that is not exactly accurate. You know, again, listen, you're going back in time. This is a time when women empowerment, not so much. People were together for security and all these things, you know. And when you're with somebody for 30 years, whatever it is, you know, sometimes you just want to stick to that person for the security.
But this as well ties in with what we see on social media these days, where everyone's naked on social media and whatnot. Back in the day,
you can see it.
Yes,
back in the day, you couldn't see that.
That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm backing Bloom up, because back in the day, our parents didn't have to see that. The only thing they saw was, oh wow, my wife is naked.
Petticoat.
You were shut up. Sit down. Let me land. Jesus. You know, back in the day,
I'm trying to help you.
But do you get what I mean? Back in the day, they see their wife, even like what Ovi is saying, in a petticoat, and you know, it's something so exciting. But these days, you open Instagram, the first thing you see is a bomb, a naked bomb in the thumb. You get what I mean?
I don't know who you follow. I don't know who you follow. No, I just want to say this. I don't know who you follow now, but I like it's on my Instagram where when I open my Instagram, all I'm gonna see is bam. I don't know who you're following. You better unfollow them. I just want to say that, you know, please stop it. Because me, I don't know you guys. Open Instagram.
Oh my gosh. Why are we digressing?
I just wanted to get it right with what Nala was saying.
Nala, you're right. Like, because now that you pop up on Instagram and these people that are showing their body and stuff like that, now they also complain to say, you know what, you objectifying me, blah blah blah, like that. So
why are we drifting from the topic?
Here's the conversation. The conversation is taking on that part where Blossom is.
Even the
is pretty much bringing the conversation to that area to say, Bloom, there's taking the conversation. People were more interested in the character. They didn't care about the looks. They didn't care about all that. That kept things stronger, holding everything strong. Now you're looking at ass. You're looking at everything. You're like,
guys, wait a minute.
Before you even get to the best part.
Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Guys, listen, let me ask you something. Because you guys are going back to this whole back in the day, the parents used to do this. Let me ask you a question. Did infidelity exist?
No, the answer is no.
But you even hear what he's about to ask.
Yes.
Did infidelity exist in their time?
Yeah.
It did.
Was it as publicized as it is now?
No.
Are there?
Why are you using like that?
Do we have this availability of choices right now than they did before?
Yeah, we've got more choices now, like
Okay, so
overseas.
there's something I saw online where a man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. A woman's loyalty is tested when she has nothing. When the man has nothing as well. When the relationship has nothing.
But then we now have everything. So how are we testing them?
Okay, listen. But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to not he's trying to say is, I don't know if I'm gonna put in the right word. I'm trying to find the right wording.
Potato, yeah.
Listen, guys, I'm trying to figure out the right word. So you say, so if there's a woman there, right, and with you, let's say MP with you, right? If you ain't got nothing, and if that woman can still stick with you, it means that that woman has been tested to be that she really loves you. A man's side is tested this way. If you with a woman and you've got it all, you got money now, you're bowling, big bowler, and you're still sticking with that woman that you've had when you had nothing.
Yeah.
You've been tested and you've passed because you're not cheating, you're not going anywhere, you're still sticking to that same one woman. So that's what he's trying to say.
Right? Also, very good point by Bloom here. She says, look, because of the cultural toxicity, this word, toxicity. That's toxicity. That is why infidelity was not published as Bloom. I'm gonna kill you, honestly. The woman had. Please, let's make this another topic. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I think back in the day in culture, right? I think for the woman, when a man cheats, like, just forgive him. Just forgive him.
He messed up.
That's the advice that women were getting. The advice has slightly changed now because it's like, okay, forgive him, try and work things out. If it's not working, then maybe because the option is there. The narrative is changing. Also, mental health is a big thing now. So if somebody is suffering in a relationship and the family ignores it and they come out and say, I had mental health issues because of it, the repercussions are just too huge. And because culture, families are built on reputation, reputation is everything. It's something that you cannot risk these days because you have WhatsApp groups, you have all this propaganda, so there are a lot of contributing factors. That's what I think anyway. Jesus. So let's see. The other question I think we wanted to ask is why. I think this is something Tasha touched on as well. She said people don't pay for what they're getting for, hence free. Others cohabit and not get married because everything is free. So why get married when you can get the benefits? I think this is the question that we wanted to ask. Why should people get married in the first place if they know that at the end of the tunnel or at the end of the barrel, divorce is coming? Why should people get married in the first place? Any thoughts, guys? Because we've spoken about the divorce side.
Why do people get married if the divorce rate is high?
Guys, I've seen the point, right? Now, listen, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna answer this. I'm not a girl, I'm not a woman, but I've seen this side as well. Like in Africa, African girls have reached a point where they don't think about divorce, but they've reached a certain age. It's different when you come to Europe or America. Listen, African girls, sometimes they'll get married because they're like, okay, I've reached a certain age. I'm gonna be a laughing stock to say that I was never married. No, don't shake your head, Nana. No, don't. There are certain girls I know they're getting married because they're just like, okay, at least I should have it on my list that I got married.
But that's not the question, Ovi.
No, but I say, why are people?
All right, so
given that we know that the divorce rates are high,
I know, right, Bloom?
Should we get married in the first place? This is the question, Ovi. I understand the assignment. This guy, I think we're losing him. Oh my gosh. It's always playing my anxiety.
You're giving me anxiety.
Okay,
You're giving me anxiety.
Oh no, there's a comment from Konlani. I think he's talking about the infidelity part about back in the day. He said, yes, number one, yes, big time. Number two, no, it was hush hush. You know, so it wasn't as public. So infidelity was there, but it wasn't as public. But wait, are we talking about Christian belief or Muslim or culture? Because Zulus and others were allowed to and are still allowed to. But Christianity, well, this is another topic. We've actually spoken about this, you know, because I think it's talking about polygamy, isn't it? So we have spoken about this as well. It's some people find benefits in it, but I don't think it's many. But also in this day and age, a woman will not share, you know, well, not many anyway, who want to share. So back then it was culture. I mean, like I said, not many. Back then, culture dictated.
Things are changing, hey?
Hey, okay. Maybe the slave queens. I said a woman, not a girl. Like Bloom says. Bloom, back me up. Okay. So Tasha says, yes, still get married because your story might be different. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, guys, maybe we should ask you personally. You know, with all this that we know, this divorce thing and whatnot. Oh, sorry, no pressure. But with the divorce thing, yeah. With the divorce thing, should you get married or should you just cohabit? He was too slow. Too slow.
I was still digesting.
Too slow. He was too slow. Okay, for the guys that will not be able to see what's going on in the video, for the guys that are hearing the audio, right? We are talking about Nala and Patso here, okay? Because I don't know if we're going to publicly do this, but you know,
You're trash.
we're talking about Nala and Patso here on a personal note. Now that we know this, you know, now that you guys know that the divorce rate is high, you know, these things could cause problems. Would you bother getting married, or would you just, you know, have some sort of, I guess, cohabiting sort of agreement and stuff, and have children?
I think you know, there's like that saying.
Sorry.
So there's so there's that saying that, you know, the conversation that lies in reality of life when it comes to divorce, right? One would divorce now and they'll get married. They'll get married to their second person, right? So the conversation.
Kind of.
So
I really like the examples.
Guys,
I'm so sorry, guys. I know we're overrunning, but we need
Bloom,
this answer.
I thought you were my girl. I'm about to shut the ish down and closing it off.
Guys, I laughed so much. I cut down the internet.
Yes, MP. Sorry, we interrupted you.
Yeah. So I was going to say that you know, the reality is you should get married because you should get married because always it's the second wife or second husband that's going to get you to the second level. Like in a relationship,
dude. If you divorce, if you divorce so much,
you need to.
If you divorce so many times and you're still getting married, you're just looking for someone to die with. You're not looking for marriage anymore. Jesus is Lord.
I was about to land. Please, can you answer the question so we can conclude this, please? Yeah. Can we end this on a positive note? Because we can conclude this. We need to end this on a positive note because we've spoken about divorce, separation, whatnot. But you know.
Before we get married, before a couple gets married, they need to have painful conversations.
Oh my goodness.
They need to settle everything that's really needs to be there. Sorry about my internet. They need to settle all the differences that are there to say, I don't like you leaving your socks on the floor. I don't like you doing this, blah, 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 before you get married. Once you get married, you've ironed out every little thing that really annoys you, irritates you, and gets to your nerve. And then that way you can pave a way better to get married, to say, we're going to get married and we're going to push this until the wheel fall off. And that's the thing. That now it's not the time to think about, people divorce. Don't think about what the other world is talking about, because the world is full of, you know, all the noises that are out there, and one relationship is not, you know, better than the other, and one relationship is not worse than the other. There's always something that really breaks one relationship to the next. So always stick to the ground that you're on, but never take it to say that your mental health is at risk or whatever is at risk. If that is, you know, being, you know, compromised, move out, but get married. That's what I'd say.
Now, have you got anything else to add? Because it feels like my guy went to town, came back, got the sweets, got everything finished.
I done did it. I say you should give the mic.
No, but then, like what Tasha said, just because somebody else got divorced doesn't mean it's going to be your story. At the end of the day,
Thank you.
relationships are hard work. So you put in the work. It's not always going to be roses and sweets and whatnot. You have to go through, like what MP said, you have to go through the tough times. And if you said till death do us part, then it's till death do us part. So you can't say, sorry there.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask you a question. Sorry to cut you off. But so is it right to say that it's harder for a man to stay faithful in this day and age than it is then, or it's harder for people to stay together in this day and age than it was, you know, back then?
I think it's harder for people to stay together in this day and age. It's just there's so many contributing factors. There's this thing where people think they've got more options now. Was back in the day, it was okay. I'm married to you. Yes, I'll step out, but I'll come back. I'm married to you. But this day and age, I feel like people think they've got more more options. They feel like, you know what, I can just step out of this relationship and go get somebody else. You know, that what you were talking about one time, where you think there's people that are saying, oh shit, I got the
wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, exactly. So like I feel like it's harder for people to stay together now. It's just because of so many things that contribute to that. It's the
grass is not green on the other side.
It's the thinking. Yeah, it's the thinking that grass is greener on the other side. It's the dust traps.
Out of context. Out of context. But Ovi looks like he's the cameraman right now.
Joseph
is like, hey, camera ready, scene ready, and the camera's just gone round on him, but he has to act normal, you know. He's just like, yeah, let's just I know I'm in this angle, but let's just finish this right now. All right, cool. Just gonna read the comments.
Bloom has yeah, but then what she's saying there is true. It's greener where you water it. That's what I'm talking about, where you have to work hard at your relationship. Just because you're in a relationship now doesn't mean, oh yeah, I'm here. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to get up and as well, we've talked about this, the 5 love languages. Okay? The fact that I feel like a lot of people don't understand each other's love languages. And the fact that they don't understand each other's love languages, they get frustrated. And when they get frustrated, the relationships break down because they're not getting what it is that they're looking from that relationship.
And also, you know, I think you've actually highlighted the key word, because you said they're not getting what they want from the relationship. Most of the time, a lot of people are expecting to get. They don't want to give, because love is giving. You know, what are you giving? What time are you giving? What care are you giving? You know, a lot of people just get into a relationship and go, yeah, okay, I'm ready now.
Give me.
Yeah. Also, are you prepared to give? You know, it's very, very important, actually. So I think that concludes the topic. Unless Mr. Ovichunice, you have anything else to add?
No, that's crystal clear. I think it does conclude the topic. I've seen how you people think, but until you experience it, then you have other thoughts. You know. Yeah, of course. Other than that, all I want to say is appreciate and thank you to all you people who've been down there on the comment today on this topic and interacting full time. We really appreciate every single time you come through. You know, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing this either at all. You know, big up. I think I'll let you, Wantali, take it wrap it up and focus.
yeah.
So I because I'm just gonna get excited when I start talking about what's
Ovi.
happening, what's going on.
Ovi, stop screaming. We can hear you, bro.
All right, I'm gonna take off one.
Okay, okay, guys. Listen, tomorrow main event tomorrow. You know what I mean? We have the 5Roundz birthday, so it's the birthday tomorrow. It's 1 year. 1 year since we launched 5Roundz, guys. We are gonna do some big things tomorrow. We're giving away 4 pieces of merch, guys. All right, so 4 pieces of merch. We're giving away hoodies. So 2 hoodies and 2 t-shirts, right? The first hoodie will be announced tomorrow, 8 p.m. Right? The way to win this is go on the 5Roundz Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Share our birthday post. Any birthday post, share it, like it, tag your friend. Right? That gives you 1 entry. All right. You will be entered into a draw where Mr. Ovi will spin the wheel and we will decide who the winner is, and that will be the winner of a hoodie. So, guys, you still have till tomorrow, 8 p.m. to go and share any 5Roundz birthday post. All right. Like, share, tag a friend, guys. All right. So 8 p.m. YouTube, we have a quiz. What I need you guys to do is, if you can, have another device. So have 2 devices, 1 for you to view the video, 1 for you to do the quiz. The winner of that quiz, there'll be 10 questions. The winner of that quiz, again, wins merch, right? So we're gonna, if there's a tie, we'll do a draw. Don't worry about it. There will be a winner. So the winner.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. So the winner is going to win free merch. All right. So that's 2 pieces of merch dropped on YouTube. Then we're gonna go to Instagram, 9 p.m., where we have a game called Fact or Cap. What is this game about, MP?
Hey.
Fact or Cap is just like true or false, and we're more of just trying to pick if you know the facts about certain things, and if you think certain things are not, what we mean. So yeah, join in the conversation, and I'll be there hosting you on, IG.
Yep, and on IG we will give away 2 pieces of merch as well. So we're gonna give away 2 pieces of merch on IG. So guys, make sure 8 p.m. So set your reminders, 8 p.m. tomorrow, GMT, right? For the guys that are in Malawi, that's 10 p.m. for you guys. Hey, if you want freebies, you got to be up for this one. Be there, guys. Honestly, it's going to be fun. It's going to be jokes. We're just going to chill. We're going to have a chat. Get your alcohol on, or if you don't drink, just drink water. Enjoy. Basically, that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Guys, do not forget to subscribe. So subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss it when we come on, man. Honestly. So, guys, thank you very much for contributing to the comments. Bloom, thank you for confusing my my brain a little bit. But,
tongue twisters out here. Yeah.
Mr. Ovi Too Nice would like to sign us out. Let's go.
Before I sign you out, guys, as well, I just want to say I did my there's a cash prize. It's been sponsored by someone. I'm gonna mention it tomorrow when I'm coming on the show. So guys who are watching as well, make sure you jump into it. There is a cash prize. It's been sponsored. Well, I'm gonna throw. I am. I'm gonna say it's been sponsored by
But you have to tell them how much the cash price is.
Because you can't just say there's a cash prize. They come tomorrow, they get £1.
Okay, guys. There's a cash price of 40 euros. So which is what, 35 pounds, 46 US dollars maybe. Malawi kwacha, we're talking about 46,000 Malawi kwacha. This cash prize has been thrown in by PE Entertainment.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you, PE Entertainment.
Thank you.
PE Entertainment is the one that threw that cash prize. He said that Premium. Cornell, Premium Entertainment. That's where the cash prize is coming. I was gonna say to you guys when we're gonna have a meeting after this anyway.
Recognize.
Entertainment. So as you heard it, guys, somebody stands a chance to win. What is it? 40 euros.
40 euros. Yeah, which you talking about?
So you can watch. You can do the quiz or Instagram while you eat your takeaway as well. Oh my gosh! All right, cool.
Wow.
Okay, guys.
So,
go on.
Do you want me to sign you up?
Yes,
please, Ovi.
Today.
Okay, guys. This is what you do. and this what it does, and this what it is, and this what it always was. 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
Take it easy.
All right, take it easy. Have a good